Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mark Bruce, and here's your whiteboard lecture. So I'm going to talk about programming. I'm going to talk about how we program for our high school athletes, our college athletes, and as well as our adults. Part one is going to be about upper and lower body splits. It's a question that I've gotten a lot from parents, from college athletes, high school athletes, young athletes, and just our general population here at PCX. So with our upper-lower split. Usually how we set it up, and everyone's different, we try to cater to the individual. We like to do a day one, day two, with our upper being day one, our lower being day two. And then we like to have our day three being off, so our athletes and our adults can rest. They can recover from the workout and come back day four stronger and moving better. Day four is gonna be upper again, and day five is gonna be lower. And then typically on the weekends, our athletes will condition, they'll do their sport, they'll do their skill, and they'll work on things like that. Some of our older population, they just rest and recover. So how we set up? If we look at our upper body day, you always want to pick a main lift. And our main lifts are usually an upper body push. So it could be a barbell bench, a barbell overhead press, it could be a push press, or it could be a barbell incline press, depending on that level. So I'm thinking more of an intermediate to elite level athlete or an adult. So here I chose a bench press. Next, we're gonna do a supplemental, something that assists that movement. So here I'm gonna choose a barbell row. We typically like to look at a vertical push or pull or a horizontal push or pull, and that reflects our main lift. So if we did a barbell military press, we may do a pull up or a lat pull down as our supplemental. Next, we're gonna choose an accessory. This is where you wanna find a weak point. So my weak point in the bench is my shoulders. So here I'm gonna put a dumbbell military press, something that's gonna assist that main lift. And then we always implement a core movement and a postural movement. So we may superset these two things, and let's say for our trunk or our abs, we're gonna do a hanging leg raise. One, because it's still gonna stimulate the upper body and then engage our core. And next, we're gonna do a rear delt fly because that's postural, making sure that your scapula is working, making sure that we're doing more pushing, more pulling than pushing, just so we're making sure our shoulders are healthy and we're getting appropriate movement. And then sometimes we'll throw in some bicep curls just to fulfill that upper body day. Next, lower body day. So in our lower body day, let's say we do a deadlift. Deadlift is a great triple extension movement. It's going to help the athlete or the adult learn to develop power from the ground up. Our supplemental is going to be a barbell step up. Lower body single leg movement. Unilateral movements are huge for athletes and adults, especially athletes because sports are played in one leg. Next, we're going to do a glute ham developers in our accessory. It's something that's going to engage the glutes and the hamstrings, something all people need, but it's also going to assist that deadlift. Last, for our trunk and postural movement, we may do a landmine rotation, engages our trunk, works on anti-flexion, a great movement to strengthen that posterior chain. And last, dead bugs. Dead bugs should be in everyone's program. We sometimes do it in the beginning, but for this sake, we're doing it at the end. It's something you can do to cool down, but also to teach your abs to work versus your low back, and also how to brace. So this is how we may do an upper-lower split. Who do we do this for? Like I said before, we like college athletes in our general population to do this style of a program. College athletes, because they got more time to recover. They're more scheduled. They go to practice, they go to class, they have their dining hall to eat from, so we know they're getting enough nutrients. And then when they need a day off, they can always take that day off. And then our general pop or adults, they're more scheduled again. I know for me, I'm lifting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so I have those 3 days off. I know that I'm not going to work out. I know that I can stretch. I know that I can recover. We typically do not do these for high school and middle school athletes because their schedule's all over the place. We got a lot of kids that wake up and they go to school, then they have gym class, and then who knows what they're doing in gym class. Then after school, they're going to hang out with their friends, and then they may have AAU practice or club practice. So if they come to us on day two and they have lower body day, and they're saying that, my legs are shot from practice, well, that means that we have to completely change the script, which will mess up the entire program. So we typically like to stick to a total body workout for high school athletes. So that's part one. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, again, like I said, comment. I'm Mark Bruce, Enjoy the lecture.